Well, while our next guest is Nicolas Cage's brother, and let me see, as I recall, Francis Ford Coppola's nephew? Nephew. I'm making the connections from the last time we had him on. That's not what's important. I just figured I'd lay that out because now it's like, oh, wait, you had him on before. Yes, we did. The CEO of Plaster City Productions is Christopher Coppola. Christopher, welcome back into Tomorrow.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks for joining us, too. As busy as the CES is, and you're running around like crazy, you're doing some really cool things with Intel, and we'll talk about that. One of the most important things that I want to be sure and chat with you about is Project Accessible Hollywood.
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's been around since 2006. We've done 60 of these around the world, and the idea is to bring consumer and also prosumer technology to the people to get them engaged with it and learn how to make little movies to share their stories. Our concept is think it, shoot it, share it. Don't just throw stuff online.
Yeah.
Really think about it. Like, how do you see things? What do you love about your community? That kind of stuff. And so Intel has been very, very supportive because they like the idea that we're taking technology like this MSI laptop, 4K, but we take this technology and we bring it to people. They know they can buy it at a Best Buy, but they can make these movies.
And this, of course, being an awesome gaming series laptop,
right,
is also, of course, that means you've also got that processing power and that ability to do all sorts of real creative video, too.
Right. Well, that's what's amazing about what we just did with Intel. It's called the 4K Art Film Contest, where I had 5 universities in the Bay Area. My school, where I'm the head of the film department, San Francisco Art Institute, San Francisco State, CCA, and 2 universities up in Humboldt. We gave them consumer technology like this computer from MSI, the new Sony 4K consumer camera, the first one that came out, and CyberLink. And the thing about it is all of them can work with 4K RAW, the raw material in real time. So you're taking very high-tech technology, something you can buy from a Best Buy, and make a professional-looking movie, like right in your room.
Yeah, exactly. And that still affords you all of that great creativity opportunity.
Yeah.
But I love the concept of think it, shoot it, share it.
Right.
Kind of like what your guys doing, it seems, over here. I hope we're going to be sharing this.
Yeah, well, of course we are. That's my son.
That's your son.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Hey there. Oh, Bailey Coppola. I say, well, but there you go. Continuing the family name, because that's my son behind this camera.
I know.
So,
we got the Graveline and the Coppolas.
Exactly.
It's legendary.
It is legendary. And you know we're sharing what we're doing as well in the same way, because I don't know how much thought goes into it, but no, we think and then we shoot and we share as well. And I love that concept. I think it really helps, like you said, don't just shoot some stuff and throw it up on the web and there's really no thought to it. Get creative and have some fun with these things.
What's also interesting, because I'm a teacher too, a professor, and like Governor Brown just appointed me again to the California Arts Council to be kind of his digital guy, how digital education, how it's empowering. But we live in a visual world now.
Boy, do we ever.
So I teach cinematic syntax, visual articulation, so that when I teach film to people that have never made films, I'm giving them an opportunity to articulate their ideas with basic cinema ideas. Wide shots, close-ups, and moving shots. I even did this with the Braille Institute, with people that can't see, because you don't need vision to have vision. And I figure everybody needs to have that empowerment to share their stories.
Wow. I'm liking that whole idea, too, because here's another concept, allowing them to help be creative. And literally share their vision, even if it's not the same kind of vision we might have.
They were so happy that I brought them cameras and said, even our parents don't do that, but we can see. And it was a very, but the idea is it gave them a chance to share their ideas in a cinematic way, which is what everybody's doing now. Videos online.
Oh, man, I'm loving it. And, of course, obviously, it goes without saying, but we got to chat about it. You've got to have at least the tools to work with.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not just a camera and then what? You know, you've got to be able to have the ability to edit properly and to just really get that creativity flowing from that whole think it, shoot it, share it concept.
And Intel's great because it has such an intense chip that you can do things very quickly with lots of material, like 4K RAW. So that's been great that now we have this this technology, the guts of these machines, is all happening because of Intel.
And of course, the whole idea of 4K, everybody's thinking about 4K Ultra HD. Several folks bought that. There was a big family item, so now they've got it. And we don't have enough content.
That's exactly right.
Just like when HD started. We all have these great sets, and we're all watching the same thing over and over again because it's the only thing in HD. Well, now we can create 4K content and do some really remarkable things.
And people need it.
Yes.
The people need it. Intel needed it, so we did this contest, you know, and it sells the technology better to see well-made stuff, you know.
Now, let's talk about each of those think it, shoot it, share it things. Let's start with think it. What are the kinds of things that you're helping to teach people in terms of getting their thoughts down to be able to then take those next steps?
Well, that's good. Like, for example, with the 4K art film, what is beauty was the question. What is beauty? Let's think about that. Some would
probably say, I just look in the mirror.
Yeah, well, no, but I said, let's dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be the think about it. The shoot it would be going out with the 4K camera. You have 3 days, edit it, and then to share it would be social networking, going on all the websites, Facebook, so that people around the world could see how you thought about what is beauty.
Do you even talk to them about some of these really short films that you can only do, 6 seconds or 15 seconds or something, but there still should be some thought in doing that,
well,
right?
The best one for that we have is called a cell phone flick. You have to make it in your cell phone 1 minute exactly with a theme, no pausing, no editing, all in camera. But they learn like blocking.
Sure.
They learn how you can get many different angles with one continuous shot. So that's an example of that.
Ah, very cool. Yeah. Wow, it must be fun to be one of your students, too.
Yeah, I think they like me.
I think so, and especially with the cool concepts that you're bringing to them. And I'm just loving that. You want to visit PAH-Fest. It's PAH-Fest.org.
Yeah.
And then that's the Project Accessible Hollywood, and Christopher working with the good folks at Intel and doing all kinds of neat stuff. So keep informed and in touch with us, will you?
I will.
Because we want to know more of what's going on. Maybe we'll get you at another trade show or get you on the phone with an update.
You've been one of my favorite interviews. I enjoyed it last time, and I'm enjoying this one.
Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Christopher Coppola, CEO of Plaster City Productions. That's what he does in real life. But his art is with Project Accessible Hollywood, PAH-Fest.org. We'll link you there, too. Hit us up at IntoTomorrow.com. Back with more as Into Tomorrow continues from the International CES in Las Vegas. I'm Dave Graveline on the Advanced Media Network.